All right. Good evening, everybody. Going to do a quick update tonight on. I'm going to go over midterm. As y'all can see, I have the screen share on. And chart looks pretty good to me so far. And then I'm also going to go over some updates on the Launchpad and the wallet integration for the stable coin payout. So I'm going to kind of do all that on this one video and try to keep it 20 minutes and under, which I have a hard time doing. So look, midterm, as y'all can see, looks pretty damn good. We had a nice little run up today. So obviously, look, with the midterm narrative, this is a complete narrative play. And like I said prior, so let me just let me start with the Launchpad. So with our Launchpad, it's called Apex Predator Rewards. That's the Launchpad name. What we're doing within just the company and the Launchpad and the board account. So every token is going to basically look like midterm. We're going to decentralize everything, and all of our tokens are going to launch the same, and that's how we want it. So obviously, but we're going to launch full decentralized. 100% of the supply will be locked into the LP, and it's just fair game at that point, right? So I wanted to make sure, just going through the lessons that I learned last year in 2025. I'm over the supply shit. I mean, it's just insane how many crackheads we have in this space that just constantly want supply, and then what they do is once you send them that supply, they use it as a threat against your project. So I'm going to go ahead and we've eliminated that. But also on the flip side, it keeps everything clean. If you think about it that way. So if there's no supply control by any entity whatsoever, then it makes all the contracts squeaky clean and as pure as you can get, especially on Solana. So with midterm, we did the same. Now, obviously, I did a small mint. It's only 2026 tokens for the year for 2026 midterms, which are about to pop off, as y'all are. I think y'all know Trump had his speech last night. So I think Texas primaries start here in a couple of days in March. So it's going to start getting real loud on socials. Y'all know damn well how politics plays online, especially on X. Everybody is going to be shilling midterm. It will be the ticker of the year. If you go back to 2022, which was the last midterm was the number one searched word on the internet with over 140 million searches. So this year is probably going to be even more, and that's why we picked the narrative. So I like political narratives because I won on the Vance token last year, or 2 years ago, on the Vance meme before Trump had actually picked Vance. So I hedged my bet that it was going to be Vance, and obviously I won on that. But so with midterm, look, it's a pure narrative play. We launched it clean. There's no insiders. There's no supply control. No calls have any supply. We don't have any supply. I do, and you go look at my wallet. My wallet's public. I bought my own bag just like everybody else has to. And then we're going to let the midterms play out throughout the course of the year. And as you can see, this is nothing. I mean, look, our liquidity to market cap is good. 21K liquidity, 28K market cap. And that's because we launched at a 1-1 ratio. So now this is gonna be a runner. It should be a massive runner this year. But the point is this takes us back to the 2021 bull run days, to where the goal was to get in early on a legitimate project and then shill your bag and work your bag and then pump your own bags, for lack of a better term. That's the game. So unfortunately, as y'all have witnessed really in the last couple of years, the whole crypto space is we all know it's turned into complete shit. We've seen it. We've witnessed it. We know who's involved. We see how people talk, how they interact with each other. And that's fine. That's just the space. You just have to understand that that's the way it is. I'm personally not trying to change anything because, quite frankly, I just don't give a shit. I'm just going to make sure that any project that launches on our platform, they all look the same. And I want clean contracts, and that is the end of the story. If they run, they run. If they don't, they don't. It's just the way the game is played. But the point is we're allowing a fair market to happen on our Launchpad. And then also on the flip side, once our projects hit 50K market cap, that's when we start buying the chart from the creator fees. So we're going to use 0.5% to buy back the chart. Once let's just talk about midterm. Once midterm hits 50K market cap, we're going to start buying it back from our creator fees. So that's all good. And that's going to be kind of the model moving forward. This is going to happen on our next launch. And sorry, I'm getting DMs on Telegram. And our next launch. So they're all going to kind of look the same as far as the contract. They're just going to be different narratives, different memes. We're going to have reward tokens, whatever comes out of the APR board, our Launchpad. The contract itself it'll be identical, truly decentralized on the blockchain. And that allows us, honestly, on our end, to now go out into Web 2. I'm constantly contacting, rap artists, music. We can just do music artists, wrestlers. I will not drop any names, but I have been DMing some wrestlers, a lot of car YouTubers. So it allows us to kind of, on my point, from my end, I can now branch out of crypto Twitter and start hitting up people that are in the real world, because I can decentralize those guys, create their own token, and now it's fair because we're now protecting them as a business on the LegalX Global side. So as long as the contracts are decentralized and there's no one entity that can control the contract, then it should allow us as a company to, for lack of a better term, escape crypto Twitter, and we can start going out and marketing the model to other stars, superstars, athletes, whoever the case may be. And then we protect them, right? We protect them through the sanctity of the contract, and obviously under LegalX Global LLC. So as y'all can see, midterm is starting to run up, and it's only going to get louder because, like I said before, politics on crypto is our crypto Twitter, but on Twitter alone, or X, is just insanely loud, and everybody's going to be in on it. It. Republicans, Democrats, Trump, his enemies, his friends, everybody, every influencer on TikTok, every influencer on X, every influencer on Instagram. It's going to be midterm, and it's going to be nonstop until the midterms. We're the only play right now, and we're going to be obviously the cleanest play, because in this space, we now have bared witness to greed and scams. So we're not worried about somebody coming in behind us other than the cabal. They might launch a midterm token, and that's fine, but it's going to be supply controlled, and you're all going to get smoked. So our tokens are here to run, and that's why they look like this. We had one sell off, but that one red candle, guess what? He bought back in. So it's all good. So this is, investor versus investor. There's no hookups. There's no insiders. We're not going to be buddies with anybody anymore. We're not going to do handouts. We're not going to do freebies. We're not going to give out supply. It doesn't matter who you are. It's time for us to be clean and stay clean. And then what it does is it allows our in-house marketing team, our call team, our push team, it allows them to stay clean, because now we can put them on a stable coin payroll, as I've mentioned in a previous video, and I will get into that right now. So that's the midterm chart. Y'all check it out. I would just recommend, like I always do, grab you a bag. I don't even give a shit. It doesn't even need to be a bag. But, at this market cap, basically you're retarded if you don't get one. And that's just a fact, because this is going to run. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know where it's going to run. But, politics, we know where this is going. And now that there's no entity controlling the supply, it should run, man, without any headwind whatsoever. So I'll get off midterm. That's that. everybody's doing a good job. The team's growing. We're still building in privates, and we're going to keep rocking and rolling like we always do. Now, let me get to the call calculator real quick. Here, hold on a second, guys. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go over this real quick and explain something. Now, I've already created a separate video for this, and we're sending this out in private. So whenever a call or a marketer contacts us, I could just send them the video and they can kind of do the math on their own. So as of now, I will kind of give everybody an update. I already have the call. We already have our call managers in place. That's done. I have my bull posters in place. That's done. I have my raiders in place. That's done. So we now have a baseline of a team, and obviously we're still growing in privates until we get to where we want to go. But the whole point of the stable coin payroll is what I like to call it, is, you know, for a project to run, I just can't launch a contract because obviously I'm not big enough in the space. I can't push a contract. I mean, this is about as far as I can go right on my own. You know, nice 30K market cap, that's fine. I can't do anything past 100K on my own. It's just, it is what it is, right? Who cares? I already know it. So the fact that I already accept it means that it doesn't matter what anybody says. But I also understand that the way crypto Twitter works, we got to have a call team. We have to have a push team. I get all that. So we're building that. But if we're not going to give them a supply, then they need to be paid in stable. So what I'm trying to get at is our Launchpad, as of right now, and hopefully it'll be done this week, we will be able to pay everybody, even holders, whales. We can do whatever we want. So all of the creator fees that come into our Launchpad, instead of us keeping them and still rugging the project, which is what they do on Pump Fund, we're going to give almost all of the fees back. It's just the way we're going to operate. And it's down here. I'll put the link in the description video so y'all can kind of go play with this on your own. So discover the power of MLMX token launches, which is APR. We can customize parameters like token specifics, daily trading volume, and creator fees to calculate your stable airdrop rewards. Now, I know this is going to look weird, but this is just the way that it is. And this is the new way moving forward for launch pads. If y'all are chasing tokens on any other launch pad and they're not doing this for the tokens, which trickles down to the investors, which are y'all, then just why y'all buying the shit? Y'all look at the fucking charts. Y'all are all getting wrecked. You know it. We all know it. So this cleans all of this up, right? 100% makes it an absolute flawless launch model because the revenue stays in-house. So what we'll do is I'm going to lower this. We'll get it reasonable. And I always use White Whale as a example because they're still running good, but at their peak, I think they were doing like $50 million of volume a day. I'm just going to use that number. We're going to use it. I'm not saying that I can generate that or my team will. I'm using it as an example just so y'all can kind of get an idea, if you are a marketer or a call, what y'all can make revenue-wise on my team, not anybody else, because I know damn well you're not going to get paid this much. We're going to jam the creator fees up to 4% because I am allowed to. I can do this. You can't do this anywhere else. So I'll go to 4% on, this is on the Solana side. And then let's lower this down. So this is the number of participants. So this is the number of wallets that I can upload in my back office, which will, whenever the trading volume starts, it drops the stablecoin, the allotment. It's going to, percentage wise based on how I input each individual call wallet. So let's just say I have 35 participants, calls, marketers, influencers, whatever term you want to use, pushing my token or our token, excuse me. They're not mine. But you get what I'm saying. So $50 million in daily trading volume a day, which is a lot, I'll grant it, but we'll just use it for an example. We're looking at $48,000 a day per influencer. This is per call. This is not a figment of my imaginations. This is just basic math. So what this allows, look, that's a little too much. Let's lower that down. That might freak people out and shit. Let's just go down to, let's do 5 million. How about that? So if we can generate $5 million of volume a day. Sorry, my damn chair. If we can do $5 million in volume a day, 4% creator fee, we put 35 calls on team, and they're pushing it constantly. No stables, no supply at all to anybody. I'm going to put them on a stable coin drip based on volume. They will be earning $4,850, let's just say $4,900 a day based on that volume at $5 million. So how it breaks down for the actual launch pad is very simple. Look, this is on the website. It's all good. Daily trading volume, 5 million, 4% creator fee. Daily total creator fees will be $200,000. This is what is coming in through the launch pad on the back end. The company which we own, we're only going to set aside 15%. So that's the point. Anybody else in this space, they're going to flip that. They're only going to give 15% out, if that. And they're going to keep the 85. We're going to pay out 85% of the revenue and only keep 15. Look, we have to operate a business and make money. So if y'all have a problem with that, then just go to Pump Fund and get scammed. That leaves $170,000 daily for us to divide amongst the participants. See how that works? It's very simple. And this is all automated, folks. Nobody else has this. This is going to be the first. So this is going to drop in everybody's wallets every day. Now, if I want, I have the ability to add holders or whales. So let's just say, like we do with MIDTERM, we have a whale. It's kind of a whale holder incentive. It's called the 5% Apex whales. So if you hold 5% of any of our tokens, and we've only launched MIDTERM, so I can only go by that, you will get 0.5% of the generated volume coming in on the creator side, not of 5 million. So I can add, let's just say, so right now we have 6 people at 5% holding at MIDTERM. So I'll add 6, and then obviously, which will be 41, I'll just go to 40. But obviously, I can't show this yet, but I will whenever it's integrated. I will be able to go in and add their wallet and then add the percentage and then save it through wallet verification. So I can't do it on this calculator, but this gives you an idea. So we'll up it. I can add them as a participant because technically that's what they are, because their wallet is technically a participant. And now it's lowered it down because there's more people getting paid from the daily volume. But that is the perks that we can do as a platform, which nobody is doing in this space. So we can now recruit and build our own in-house internal call, push, marketing team, influencer, whatever term you want to use. And we can incentivize holding, not staking. We're not going to do staking around here. You hold your bag, and obviously we're going to verify through, it'll be token gated. But all I have to do is log in, add the wallet, boom, you're on a drip now. Boom, boom. You're going to get stable coins now. Drop every day. Boom. Based on volume, right? So it's all based on the volume. So the whole point is the whole model is structured for everybody to at least be able to eat. The company can eat, the calls can eat, the marketers can eat, the influencers can eat, the investors can eat, the whales can eat, because now they're getting a piece of the pie. And it breeds a more winning environment because, as y'all are well aware, the stats on Solana and Pump Fund, I think, what is it, like 82% of everybody that's trading is losing. So, no. I would prefer to see 82% win. Now, we can't make everybody a winner because there's obviously going to be somebody buying the top and selling the bottom, and that's okay. That's just part of the space. But if we can breed, which is what we're working on with MIDTERM, if we can breed a nice chart that runs, let me go back to MIDTERM real quick. All right, share this tab instead. So if we can breed a longer runner, which is what midterm is looking like, and it hasn't even popped off yet because we haven't even pushed it, and the narrative hasn't really started. It'll start in March. But since there's no supply control, and we didn't front load 30 to 50% of the supply off rip on a bundle and hand them out to calls or influencers or marketers, all that's gone. We've eliminated that pressure. That is called sell pressure, which everybody bitches and complains about. So we've removed that out of our contract. It's done. So we've cleaned up the contract. We've removed the sell pressure from insiders. And now our charts should, based on the backing of the crypto space, should run in a whole hell of a lot longer, right? There should not be, let's just say we replicated White Whale. So White Whale had some pullbacks, and I think they're settling at 40 million something right now market cap. And I like White Whale, but they did have supply control in the beginning. If we can eliminate that supply control, well, we have. But I'm just saying, if White Whale could have eliminated that supply control, they would probably be at 100, 200 million right now, because it doesn't have to rebuild itself twice, right? So we clean that out. It's completely eliminated from all of our launches. And as you can see, I know this is a small sample, man. I get it. But if this was launched the old way, with supply giving the calls and marketing and push, this shit who knows where it'd be. It wouldn't be here, right? So the chart would look completely different. Now it'd be a lie because it's a narrative. It's a political narrative. So the point is just basically the overall picture of the platform, the Launchpad, the ability that we have, which is what I care about the most. What can we control on our side that when we launch our tokens, they last? That's what I care about. Now, obviously, look, in the space, everything has a shelf life, man. I get it. So I'm not going to guarantee like they're going to just run forever, because that's not how the space works. Eventually, it just kind of gets stale and people move on, and that's fine. I get it, and I'm cool with that. I think that just needs to be accepted. Sorry. So, but our point is I want to see longer runners, because nothing's running. I mean, right now we have some runners on Solana, but they're supply controlled. So it's just a matter of which one out of the 400,000 contracts that have launched this year are going to stick around, right? So our goal is to almost have 100% win rate, longevity wise, because then it just breeds a better environment for the overall space. And then eventually it allows us to bring in more calls, and I can just put them on my own payroll as a business, let the call stay clean. There's no token supply. There's no token supply by the devs, and it's all good, man. Everybody gets their stables, and we're allowed to make these charts run longer. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I don't really have much other than that. I will. So, and by the way, so all of our future token launches, they're all going to be live streamed. So y'all are going to watch how we, I don't know how in depth we're going to get yet, because I don't know if I'm going to live stream the addition of the wallets, because I'm going to have a list of wallets where I inject it at the launch of the contract for the marketing, the call, whoever it is that's on the team to push that individual token. I have to get there mentally. I'm not there yet, but whatever it is that we decide to do, I'm going to live stream every launch, so it is on record. We're doxxed, we're KYC, we're audited all to get out. It is what it is. So it gives the space, the space loves to bitch and whine and complain. You can just you can do that over here and say, Scott, what the fuck, man? Why isn't it going up? I don't know. Well, go buy it. If you want the chart to go up, you buy it. So the point is we're going to create this whole decentralized launch pad, if you want to look at it like that, because technically it is. Look up what decentralized means. It means that not one entity can control the project, the liquidity, anything. And that's just the way it's going to be. That's why when we launch, it's going to be 100% locked in LP, and it's game on. The contract's going to launch, and it's going to be up to y'all as an investor to play the game. And then obviously our goal, our job over here is to build our own internal push team so we can keep all of our tokens out in the space. And that is what we are working on as of this minute. So moving on. So that's all I got on this video. Y'all have a good one. Like I said, if y'all a call or a marketer or anybody, just hit me up on DM on X or on Telegram, and I'll get you over to our managers, and we'll get y'all on board. So for now, y'all have a good one, and I'll do a follow-up as I get closer to the Launchpad actually being able to integrate the wallet drop. So y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later.